Hello, welcome back to another episode of Andy Drinks Beer, the show where Andy drinks beer. Today we have Veteran Beer Company's Blonde Bomber. It's a 5% ABV and a 19 IBU. They're based out of Chicago and they service a couple Midwest states: Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and of course the great state of Michigan as well. Owned by veterans. On the website they say owned by veterans, operated by veterans, employing only veterans, and 10% of their top line revenue goes straight to local veteran charities. So it's awesome. It's a beer that you can feel good supporting when you want to actually support the troops and not just put one of those green light bulbs in your garage light. Yeah, really going green for the troops. Yeah, actually put your money where the mouth is. It's not about that. And if you can enjoy a beer while you're at it, all the better. So right away, the Blonde Bomber. Ooh, it's a dark blonde. It's a dirty blonde. I kind of like that. So very dark in color. A little bit hoppy. This isn't quite IPA territory, but I'm sure we'll get to there because of the low IBUs. But this is from their website. The Apollo and Cascade hops make this a great tasting ale with a hint of citrus. The touch of wheat gives it a faint cloudiness while enhancing the sweetness of this citrus. So, bottoms up. Ooh. There's the touch of wheat that they mentioned. A little bit of sweetness. You get a little bit of natural citrusiness. I could see if you wanted to toss a not lemon, but if you wanted to toss an orange in there, I think that would be really dynamite. Now, of course, there are 5 criteria. Number 1, crushable or a sipper. This is a little bit more towards the sipper stage, but I mean, let's be honest, I can find anything crushable, so I'll go with that. Then 2 through 5, what food to pair well with this? Number 3, compared to a movie or TV show. Number 4, what does this remind me of? And last but not least, our rating scale: 1 out of 5 Reuben Stuttards, 1 being Reuben Studdard and 10 being the best. How does this beer rank up? Now, I like what they did with the company. They have a bunch of beers called Mother of All Beers, the Bunker Buster, Freedom Road, Hoo-Yah IPA. So they're supporting the veterans. They got a little bit of a sense of humor about them as well, and I think that's a fantastic combination. What food to pair well with this? Oh, you know what? This is a great popcorn beer. I know what you're saying. Every beer goes well with popcorn. It's like saying every beer goes well with grilled meat. But having one of these, it's got enough lightness to where you're filling up with popcorn and it isn't going to overwhelm your tum-tum, but also it's got a little let's go something there. So tossing on a movie, whether it be a war movie or whatever, this would be perfect with this. A nice old bucket of popcorn. Oh, popcorn, air popped, and then you melt down the butter, and then here's what you do. You have to get a big vessel, whether it be a big pot or a Dutch oven or a roasting pan or whatever. Just stir in all the butter with the popcorn, then the salt. Because if you just pour the butter, especially right on top, then you get that top layer of popcorn that's just all butter, and then nothing permeates. So once you get to the bottom of your container, it's like there's no spread around the butter, share the wealth. This is the only time that I'll pitch for communism. It's when you're spreading around the butter wealth, yeah. And then put the salt in after you spread the butter around, because then it clings to all those little nooks and crannies that are wet with the butter. And yeah, that's how you make freaking popcorn around here. Get out of here. Compared to a movie or TV show, well, since it's a beer by veterans, I think we have to go with my favorite war movie of all time, Saving Private Ryan, mainly because of, even though it's a fictional story, the historical accuracy and depictions of a lot of the scenes, and also the fact that it isn't the old cliched true blue American hero war hero story. It's a little bit gritty, it's a little bit darker, a little bit more real, and I think it's a really, I think Spielberg, Tom Hanks, and all of them did a really good job of depicting what life is actually like for some of these veterans, as opposed to, the old guts and glory and saving the flag from touching the ground sort of rah-rah stuff that we've seen in other movies. Oh, yeah, watch Save and Prep Ryan with popcorn. Bam. What's this remind me of? Yeah, now that I'm drinking this, it's a lot lighter than I first perceived. First sip was like, oh, we got the wheat. It's a little bit heavier of a beer. It's a 5%. All right, so maybe this will be filling up, but it's a lot smoother, or less filling rather, than I initially thought. So, bam, there you go. What's this remind me of? This would be a good, like, Memorial Day, start of summer, 4th of July type beer where your 4th of July celebrating our independence. We just had that Memorial Day, kicking off summer. Remember those who gave their lives in service of the country, and also while kicking back and supporting those who have served us and Veteran Beer Company. I think that's a pretty good combination. You feel a little bit better about yourself while drinking a fantastic beer. One out of 10 Reuben Stuttards. This is a fantastic beer. I'm gonna go a solid 9.5. 9.5 Reuben Stuttards for Veteran Beer Company's Blonde Bomber. Now I know I'm gonna get crap because I gave Grain Belt Light a 10 out of 10, but I mean, yeah, say it loud. All right, so cheers to this. Veteran Beer Company's Blonde Bomber. 9.5, highly recommended. Mash that subscribe button on YouTube, give us a like on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all at Andy Carlson Show. Prost.